Okay, welcome back. I am going to be doing a Shield Maiden run today. I'm going to be running Mark of the Arrow. Now, I am going to be focused a little bit on physical damage as well as block strength. We've got the Fencer's Gauntlets, base block strength there, some block armor, block boots. I still love the Mask of Madness and Scars of Toil pretty much every run. Fighting Star and Echoing Band. So the Shield Bash on the Shield Maiden cannot crit. The regular attack can, but I like doing the secondary effects more. I'm not sure that it's necessarily the most broken thing in the world, but the Mark of the Arrow is probably one of the most broken things in the world because the Archer has some of the best traits in general. So even though it has base crit chance on there, most of that's going to be used for abilities and your primary attack if you're using the Shield Maiden. But there's also like attack speed bonuses and some other stuff in there. So let's just go straight into it. I'm going to do the Chambers of Dissonance because it is the hardest room, in my opinion at least. Let's see. What do we want to run with this character? Good question. The Spectral Fist is cute, I guess. It's unique. Not being affected by attack speed or multi-strike is different. I have recently read that Kugel Blitz is pretty good with the Archer tree. Well, let's see how that plays out for a secondary effect. By pretty good, I mean I read that it was basically broken. So this character has some pretty good parry block strength here. And that increases the bash damage. Shield also knocks away enemies even if they're large. Be pretty good. Here, let's get rid of this. I'm going to take damage. Take some force later for some knockback, but trying to maximize some early kill potential here. We've got two abilities that are pretty large AoE. Here. Block speed and damage and crit bonus. So this is going to be, yeah, so it's already labeled even. I don't think that these labels used to be here when I was playing a few months back. But, so this is going to be your mace, this is going to be more your shield. You know, they have some different labels for different things here. Oh, I do want more of the shield-oriented stuff. I will take that out. I'm not going to use a reroll for it. Level up fast enough. Here we go. Proficient stance. Block strength and attack speed. These are the Archer ones, multi-strike and crit chance. The Archer is absolutely very strong, in my opinion. Of course, the traits in general are strong, but you can get those through the mark, so it is what it is. I don't really care about the base defense. I'm not really looking for that, so we're just going to go for block strength. I think I clicked the wrong button there. What happens when you go a little too fast? movement speed and health. We've got regen and health, health and block strength. Naturally, I want the health and block strength, so. I'm still running Scars of Toil. I'm not missing much health, but I'm getting a 5% little bonus there. That's the one I wanted the last time there. Oh, didn't mean to touch that. So some people run to the abilities. I don't generally do that, but maybe that's a bad thing. I like to upgrade my abilities, and I like to get the levels to do so. I do still keep auto aim on. Proficient stance. I go with the block strength again. I'm really glad that they added the feature to be able to inspect your traits to know what you're missing out on. That is extra information, especially when it's more optional. Excuse me. Getting hiccups. Not the best thing to do when streaming. But but yeah, having the option to just be able to look at things is great, because you can ignore it if you don't want it, or if you have it memorized. I don't know. I'll just do Lightning Mastery. Lightning Affinity, which, same thing really, but I'm going to grab this hand. Give me a couple levels here early on. Struggling a little bit for damage. Take this Electrify chance. I'm going to stand in these enemies a little bit. Definitely not blocking them as much as I would hope. Got 37% damage over here with the amount of damage that you start with and gain from level ups. It's not as good as it sounds, but block strength and defense, attack speed and damage. I want both of those really. This level does, and I know I've mentioned this before, this level does, in my opinion, require a little bit of movement speed. Things really just run at you. If you don't have the damage to deal with it, you do fall behind quickly. And I may not do the most optimal builds. So, base force and damage, so this is knockback for the shield. Movement speed and block. Take this block strength and wait for the other thing to come up. So the shield deals damage, I believe, 2 times your current block. Let's actually double check that. So you have the Warhammer, which I believe is the circle attack. And then Shield Bash is the cone. Yeah, cone angle 140. So from level ups, I've gained some block here. Let's see, block strength. Look at all that block strength. 96 block. Good. There is a certain point where on most levels you can just stand still and just not get hit. Or take at least very minimal damage. So 2.0 is your multiplier for damage per block. I don't know if you can increase that or not. I like that it's there, but it can't be changed. It's kind of maybe a useless stat. I believe this is our total here. 100. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, 96 times 2. 92. We're doing 400 damage with our block, our bash, and 450 with our warhammer. So they're pretty much equal right now. We'll get the area on that later. For the lightning ball. The more things it hits, the more things you electrify. The more things electrify, the more damage you do. I'm getting pinned here. The slime moves pretty quick. I think it does have collision with regular enemies, so if I stay on this side of the enemies, it can't get to me. There's an area bonus. We'll take that. I'm just going pure block this build. So got a 10% block bonus. Gonna walk in here. Actually gonna take Phantom Needles. Because Phantom Needles are physical, I believe they do get all the bonuses from Echoing Band. This would be pretty good. I do like that base health for stuff. So I am actually going to memorize that and see if we can get the other dedication here. That's good enough. 0.05 base regeneration difference. I'm not too concerned. This slime is the bane of my existence right now. Take this since we just got the other one. I honestly don't know what I want there. I'm just going to do this to be quick. I'll think about it. Don't hit me. Oh, that was a little close. And with all my block, that thing does a lot of damage. I've seen some people on the Steam forums talk about, and Reddit talk about banishing with Potion of Oblivion the health pool options. And I do like to play around my health. So I don't do that. More shockwaves. Wait for more shockwaves. Now we'll just do more damage. Additional 0.101 per HP lost. Will definitely put me in some risk mode here. I'm going to take some defense actually. Like I said, I like playing with health. I like to see it as like an extra optional pool. You could get way more damage from Scars of Toil than a lot of the other abilities, amulets. I mean, you can get a lot of regen, and you can get a lot of other stuff. But if you want just pure damage, I like pure damage. Scars of Toil is Kind of the best. Especially if you can do it really early with a large health pool. 90% damage is, even with the diminishing returns, is nothing to scoff at. More shockwaves. Here we go. That crit chance could be really good. I'm going to take this. I'm really tempted to double it, but I don't know that that's a good idea. I have too many mini-bosses chasing me around right now. And I'm dead. Ah. A little extra regen here. So that is the downside of using Scars of Torment, or Scars of Toil, excuse me, as well as some other stuff, because, well, you're really low health. So you'll just die. Which is probably why I like movement speed as well, so that I can just navigate that a little bit easier. Different playstyles, I guess. I can hit this thing through the wall. Nice little manipulation here. Hit it through this wall. Ooh, we got a buff. Movement speed and invulnerability. Oh, oh, that was my helmet. Yeah, so I just want to make a comment on this. The more health you have, the better conversion is. I really want that, but I cannot seem to find it. Oh, I'll take that though. So yeah, this is probably my second favorite character, just because I really like shield users and the idea of being able to bash things with a shield. More the theme than the actual mechanics, probably, of the character that I enjoy. I don't like these things. They're well designed. I just don't like them. They get up in my face. They explode. We've got too many mini-bosses. I probably need to pick up another scroll, or I'm just not going to have the damage to deal with it all. Hey. Okay, you can't see the alternatives here, though. You should absolutely be able to see the alternatives here. Level up in the same spot. I'm probably going to take some damage when I come out of this menu, which is going to suck. Still not there. Wow. I'm going to take some movement speed out of these. I only have one life equipped right now. I unlearned the second revive. So if I get hit, I am done. Oh yeah, and I'm still wearing the mask, so I have to be really careful. That mask is doing like 100 damage now. Don't know if it can kill you. I have no idea if the mask can kill you. That would be an interesting thing to find out. I have to take that. I've been waiting so long for it. Mask is going to trigger. There it is. That's a lot of damage. Block strength, defense. Take bulwark. Easy pickup. There's no alternatives. Makes more sense for this character, I think. I haven't. Whoa. I don't even know what hit me. I must have gotten hit like right as I came out of the menu. Well, not every run's going to be perfect. So I'm going to call that a failure. We can mess with this later, maybe. I might run something like Bloodcatcher if I was doing that run again. Although the mark here... so this is a new Sage mark. It's actually really strong. So you always see all alternatives. You always see all options when you pick up scrolls. Yeah. Shield Maiden gives base defense, which is interesting since the Shield Maiden is block focused a little bit. But they probably didn't want that to stack with her normal abilities. So Mark of the Sword or Mark of the Arrow are probably one of the best ones on this character. I mean, Grenadier is... can't really go wrong with that. Just an extra effect at the beginning of the game, really. So you'd have shield, you'd have the Warhammer, you'd have grenades, so many things going on. But not considered your main weapon, so you would need some very specific things to deal with that. And if you went Grenadier, it would actually decrease your main weapon. Let's see here. Yeah, it would decrease your main weapon if you went grenade focused, but your shield bash is not considered your main weapon, so you'd still go very focused on blocking and grenades. So that would be an interesting run right there for fun. I don't know that this would be very useful. Yeah, regen, crit chance. The Warhammer and your abilities are still going to crit all the time, so still very useful there. Anyway, I'll do another Shield Maiden run in the future. I'll cover each character class probably once before I do repeats. And I'll just call this done for right now.